Hello and welcome to the inaugural Skitstain podcast. I'm Nate, aka First Try.
And I'm Joe, aka Cup of Joe.
Welcome to the first ever Skitstain podcast, Skitmarks. Tune in weekly for our humble opinions on games, movies, and everything pop culture. We're going to be starting things off with the doggy style conundrum.
You wrote it in Google Docs.
So we had to follow it. Now we'll be talking about the E3 coming up here for 2019, going over some of our bold predictions and maybe touching on a few of the spin-out conferences that are happening.
Mm.
But first, it's Kill of the Week. Whoosh.
Okay, we're going to start off with Microsoft. They start at 4 p.m. And that's the conference time. The pre-show is at 3:30 p.m. And this year they're supposed to be showing their new console. Prices hopefully will be dropping for old consoles. I'm really hoping.
Yeah, you've been waiting on that Xbox One X for a while now.
So long.
Yeah, hoping to get one of those. Also rumored is 14 studios are going to be showing, this is first party Microsoft studios, showing their games at this E3. So big Microsoft conference coming up. 2 hours, rumored to be 2 hours long. That's a lot of time to fill, so let's get right into our little predictions here. I think we can start with one that we both assume is going to happen.
Yeah.
The next Gears.
Yeah, the new Gears 5, dude.
They're going to be showing off some serious gameplay for that one. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, the last one they showed, it was just the trailer, right?
Yeah,
it was a little bit of gameplay.
It was a bit of teaser. I don't remember seeing too much gameplay. He had that weird surfing ship thing.
Yep.
Where he zipped across the ice, kind of cool looking. He had a shaved head. You're the shaved head, a lot are saying. So, looking forward to seeing some more from the Coalition.
Yeah.
Another one that we're looking at here, probably going to get some form of Minecraft update.
Yeah. Minecraft update.
That's every E3 they're going to touch on. Look, this is the biggest game in the world other than Fortnite.
Yeah.
Second only to Fortnite.
That's true.
Our god and master. Then we have a lot of the new acquisitions. We have Ninja Theory. That they just got picked up last year. We heard about that. So looking to hearing what they're doing, what they're up to.
Forza series.
And the rumor for Forza actually is that they're taking a year break from the actual Forza games.
Yeah, because Forza 4, was it Forza 4 or 5? The one we played last time.
That's you're thinking Horizon?
Yeah.
Forza Horizon? Yeah, that studio, they split into two parties and now they're doing Fable. Mm-hmm. Rumored to be doing Fable and the next Horizon game. But the next Horizon's probably a good 2 years out here. But the actual core Forza series, Forza Motorsport, isn't slated to come out this fall. Nobody's heard any rumblings of the game actually coming out. So interesting to see if they actually do go that route and give it some time to breathe. Maybe make it a next-gen launch title. Then we have 343 probably going to be showing off some serious Halo gameplay.
So you want to talk about Battletoads, man? Let's go Battletoads hard.
We won't hate on Rare too hard. We've been enjoying some of their Sea of Thieves content. A lot better than first launch.
Oh.
But no, let's jump straight into the bread and butter of Microsoft. 343 Studios.
Halo.
New Halo game.
Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite. Let's predict what this game's gonna be, other than just a complete battle royale, right?
Yeah.
It has to be in there.
Well, I imagine they're not gonna do the whole. I was gonna say Fortnite, but Apex Legends, where it's just all battle royale, no story, because their story is what really pushed it. I think the first and second one. Everyone loved playing the story. I remember everyone I talked to played it, and they said, "Yeah, beautiful, beautiful story." Because it was always pushing the boundaries every time they came out with another one. I loved it.
Yeah, and I thought 4's story was decent. Had some moments, and that was a 343, jam right there. And Halo 5, I think we can both agree on that one. What happened to that story that fell apart? One of the best multiplayers.
Yeah.
Of this generation, though. So
I mean, we still play multiplayer.
Yeah, we jump in there all the time. Not very good at it anymore, unfortunately. A little rusty, but no, I mean, I'm excited for Infinite. I don't actually think there'll be a battle royale. I think they're going to go back to the basics. Like you said, go back to what they know. The story, they need to really sit down and concentrate on what makes Master Chief the interesting character that he is. And I hope they go back to that core of, just the Halo rings and everything. It's a fascinating story, and it's got a lot of interesting lore that they haven't really explored. Of course, they're going to be bringing multiplayer with it, so super excited for that. And yes. I kind of hope they go to more of a platform base, just because you see what, and I hate to keep saying Fortnite, but you see what Fortnite's doing, constantly iterating on their platform and introducing like new elements. I think Halo would be perfect for that, especially nowadays. It's very fitting for their style of combat and their sandboxes that they build. So it's built for the long term. Then another new acquired studio is In Exile.
I don't know anything about this. So
they're like the isometric top-down RPG games.
So it's like that game we downloaded, the Lara Croft one we got on Game Pass that one time. It's just top-down. You're shooting.
Yeah, it's similar to that. It's more like party management game where you're, you're interacting with people and so yeah, big RPG guys. So not a huge team though. So I don't think we'll see anything this E3. I don't think that's going to be one of the game shows, but I could be wrong. They could be throwing teasers out left and right.
Obsidian.
The Initiative. You saw Obsidian. You jumped straight to it. The Initiative is their quad A studio, the one that they're saying is going to be, the Sony pony, as we like to say, the big boy, the boy with the big pants. Big balls
pants
boy. The grown man.
The big balls McGee.
Yeah, the one that's going to be bringing the heat. So kind of looking forward to seeing something from them. Once again, they're still hiring right now. They're staffing up. So I don't foresee anything happening with them. We already touched on Turn 10. Don't think they're releasing a game this year, honestly. Maybe they're branching into a new direction, but curious to see what happens with them. Undead Labs just released State of Decay 2, so I don't imagine they're going to be bringing anything to this E3. But once again, I could be wrong. I believe in the actual press release, they said the 14 original or first-party games were all Microsoft Studio owned games. So I have to assume that 95% of the games list or the studios listed here are going to be showing something.
Out of the 14 studios showing up, are all 14 going to have exclusives for Xbox?
And that's where it gets a little bit weird. It sounds like a lot of them are actually going to be kind of bridging the gap between multiple consoles. Well, we kind of know, like you brought up Obsidian Entertainment. They're purchased, and they have that really cool game. Is it Outer Worlds?
Yeah.
Outer Worlds. It's one of those titles, but kind of looks like a little Fallout-esque game. But they're still going to be publishing on multi-platform. So I don't know if they're going to continue that route and just say, hey, games are for gamers. Let's give it to everybody. Won't help them as much in the argument of Xbox doesn't have enough exclusives.
Well, we said that last year. In the last E3, they pushed out Xbox exclusives like crazy.
Yeah, left and right. And then they said they acquired all those studios. So you have to assume they understand that the PR nightmare that is exclusives is definitely very present in people's minds.
Because that's all you see at the PlayStation conferences is PlayStation exclusive.
We're gonna designate this next 30 minutes to a flute solo for one game, because it's all about exclusives.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. What game is this? Sakura.
Is that a multi-platform game? Oh
yeah. No. That's not. It's a PlayStation.
It's not that. It's that other samurai game that's not supposed to come out for another 4 or 5 years.
Oh, so you just got us hyped for nothing. And why'd you pay the flute guy?
Actually, we just got him. He was right out front.
He was out front.
He was adding a real ambiance to people waiting in line to get in. But no, a lot to look forward to for Xbox. Except for new hardware.
Yeah.
Are we going to see the next box?
I think yes.
You think so?
I think yes, just because how many years was it between the 360 and the One? Don't hit the table because it makes sense.
I don't know off the top of my head. It's like
no,
8 years. I'll edit in my knowledge here. I'll just like...
8 years.
Correct. Thank you very much.
Beautiful.
No, but it's definitely, we're due. A
And
lot
of
of people
course-
are predicting the 2021 launch for these next consoles.
And PlayStation isn't coming to this E3.
And I think that's the reason that you see Microsoft saying, hey, we're doing a 2-hour fucking conference. Let's go.
Yeah, they're going hard. They're going to show console, and I imagine because of all the PS5, like the patents and stuff they're doing the patents for everything for the new console. Mm-hmm. And then they showed that little clip of the loading screen.
The loading screen, the SSD loading screen.
Yeah. I feel like Xbox just gotta go over the top. They gotta get a flute guy.
My biggest, they need at least 3 flute guys. Like, I'm hoping for at least 30 minutes of announcements.
Yeah.
And then a good hour and a half just flute solos. Maybe a sax in there, you know what I mean?
He's just some Kenny G in there, dude.
I think that could really, that could add some pizzazz to their show.
But the two consoles, well, it's one console, but it's separate parts. One is going to be the Xbox just for gaming, so you can play with everybody.
Yeah.
And the second part is for streaming.
Yeah.
Because everyone streams right now, so we're going to be streaming.
Yeah, and one of them's called My Anaconda Don't. And then the other one's called, what, the Scarlet? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the code name is Scarlet, excuse me.
Scarlet.
Yeah. But,
My Anaconda Don't.
that's what it's called. So.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Anyway, looking forward to some Xbox. We're big Xbox fans, so that's the conference we're most pumped for. Go ahead and sound off in the comments about
Go hard. Love Xbox.
what you're looking forward to.
Everyone say, I love Xbox.
All right.
You don't have to
Box
say
Boys on 3s. Let's go. Box Boys!
Whoosh.
Okay. Now we're talking about Bethesda. 8:30 p.m. is conference time. 8:15 pre-show. Be right after Microsoft just blown it out of the water. They got a burp coming, and it's working its way up.
Here he comes. Here. We're doing Pacific time or Eastern time?
We're going Eastern time.
Okay.
8:30 Eastern, because we East.
Okay. East Coast, weak Coast. Beast Coast. That's what it is.
This is our first
East Coast,
podcast
Beast
right
Coast.
now, so just throw us some slack.
Yeah, we're just going to run down Bethesda and then Devolver Digital, which is at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And then Ubisoft, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Square Enix, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's Mondays. Ubisoft and Square Enix.
That's the most important, all of them. And then we have Nintendo at 12 p.m. Eastern.
And we will not be talking about Nintendo.
At all.
Not because we don't love them or anything like that. It's just nobody really cares. And the people that do care are just going to buy everything anyway. So no point in really talking about them.
Yeah.
So let's start it off with a little bit of Bethesda. I personally love Bethesda. I've been playing some Rage 2 lately. Quite a bit of fun. I like that game a bit. I also played Fallout 76, which a lot of people are hating on pretty hard.
I came over and played with you a bit, and I loved it.
We had a good time with it. I mean, it's definitely broken in the aspect of it is unplayable, but it's a good time when it does work. So,
And the internet, too. Does it not want to work? Okay, it doesn't want to work. Cool.
let me just refresh it.
Okay.
Spectrum Cable. This podcast is brought to you by Spectrum Cable. Your internet drops out for no apparent reason at all. There we go. E3 Showcase. Look at that. Boom, we're back. Okay, so what do we think is going to happen from Bethesda? We already know Doom Eternal's definitely going to be there.
Mm-hmm. Wolfenstein.
Well, Wolfenstein, yeah. The Youngblood? Is that what it's called?
Youngblood 2.
No, Youngblood. I think it's
Is
just
it Youngblood?
Youngblood. Yeah, because it's Youngblood and then Young Crips.
Okay.
It's next year's.
We got Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, we do. We're looking forward to new Elder Scrolls. Are you a big Skyrim guy?
Skyrim I only got to play a little bit of. Really, with that world, all I got to play was with Elder Scrolls Online with you.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls Online is pretty fun.
Which
It's a good time. We go for like 6-hour binge plays of Elder Scrolls, and that's a good time.
Then we stopped playing it for 5 months.
Yeah, then we don't touch it for, I don't know, a year and a half. And then we jump back in when they introduce dragons and necromancers. So, Elsewhere, out today. But no, we like Bethesda's
Not
quite
a
a bit.
sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Want to clarify that. Unlike Spectrum Cable, brought to you by Spectrum Cable.
Still not a sponsor.
Okay, sorry.
They would never sponsor us.
Brought to you by our own wallets. Our wallets. They're looking worse every day.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls expansion. You think there's gonna be more? They're shipping out this huge one elsewhere right now, which is, going back to the home of the Khajiit, which is really exciting.
Are they gonna focus on because we have new console, hopefully new console I should say.
Yep.
So, Elder Scrolls 6 they could show stuff for that if they show the new console. It's just.
I'm curious. Do they bring a demo to it? Because they made it sound like Starfield is going to happen first, right?
Yeah.
That's the one that's in the pipeline right now. That's what they're working towards.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather have Skyrim first. I understand new IP is exciting and everything, but it's been so long since I've sat down and played 100 hours of a game without using the bathroom. And I think the next Skyrim could definitely do that for me.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we start early enough, and while it's still hyped up, I think we'd have a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a tendency to kind of latch on to games a little bit later than most people. That's why lately we've been trying to jump on when games launch. Rage 2 is a good example of that. Pretty low amounts of hype coming out, but I really enjoyed it. I think from what you saw of it, you said it looked pretty cool, and definitely your kind of genre anyway. The wing stick's awesome. I did pre-order it from GameStop so I could get that little physical wing stick, and I am not embarrassed to say that. I am very happy about it. I throw the wing stick around all the time.
I haven't touched the game yet. So.
It's fun. Okay. When I say I played Rage 2, I mean I played with the wing stick quite a bit, and I know that could be misconstrued, so please don't.
The wing stick. Yes.
Yeah, the wing stick. But curious to see what they're going to bring to the table. It should be a fun one. Moving on to Devolver, which we know literally nothing about. It looks like they have pretty, I don't want to say second-rate games, but lower quality games.
Give you a little lowdown on what we're looking at. Metal Wolf Chaos.
But everybody knows Metal Wolf. Excuse me, XD.
XD. Sorry.
Yeah.
Serious Sam 4 Planet Badass.
I actually do know that one.
I don't know that.
Yeah, that's how Serious Sam
Out?
games are actually pretty good. Ape Out's supposed to be really fun.
That looks actually really fun.
Yeah, it's that
Just top down.
You just run around smashing people. You're an orange ape and you just crush people and get out of the building. Yeah, it looks very cool. Very fun.
I'm more into Weedcraft Inc.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of Scum. Not the game, just the people. But I have no idea what to expect from Devolver Digital. I've never once watched one of their conferences. I don't plan on starting this year. I don't even know why we included them in our rundown here.
I
but
was just trying to get the whole show down.
it's
except for
in here
Nintendo.
you. Yeah, fuck Nintendo. All
We still love
Ubisoft.
Nintendo.
We were big fans of Nintendo. We just know everybody's not going to listen to us if we talk about Nintendo, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, on to Ubisoft. This is probably our favorite
Yes.
overall third-party studio. We play a lot of their games.
So many.
The big boy sitting off to the side of Ubisoft has got to be Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Amazing reveal. Looks super good. We're huge fans of the original Ghost Recon. And by original Ghost Recon, I mean for this gen, Ghost Recon Wildlands.
I actually finished the whole game.
It's incredibly fun. We've had more fun experiences playing that game than probably any other game over the last. What do you want to say? What did I say? 2 years? We're gonna throw out 2 years. Yeah. One of the moments, just to give you a little insight on how we play games.
Let me just set down what I'm doing real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
I have my sniper rifle trained on a guy. We're supposed to steal this helicopter and get it to another place so they can have food. It was food or health or any of that stuff.
It's like resources, whatever.
Yeah, and we're trying to get the points for it because we want to upgrade. So I'm aiming. I'm looking for this guy. Whoever has the headset, you got to shoot him. Because if you don't, they'll take off and the mission's done. I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking. And I'm like, I can't see him. I'm way too far away.
Spotting with the drone, getting in there.
I take my sniper rifle and I look down at one guy right by the cockpit. There he is with the headset. I'm like, hey, man, I got eyes on the guy. I'm going to take him out. And all I hear from Nate is...
See you later, motherfuckers! I had jumped out of a helicopter, landed about 4 feet from the actual helicopter that we needed to steal, jumped in the helicopter, and took off with the helicopter without killing anybody. There were still 16 very confused individuals just kind of watching as I flew away. But no, very fun game, super great sandbox. Looking forward to the more realistic approach of this next one.
Hyper-realism.
Yeah, it just looks great. I mean, the wounds when you're falling down hills and stuff like that, it looks incredible. Lifting up your teammate to carry him to safety looks really cool too. The other game that we play quite a bit of that's from Ubisoft is Rainbow Six Siege.
Still on that train.
We were one of the people that jumped on early on when it first came out, and we were kind of like, it's okay, like it's fine. The operators are cool and everything, but played probably like 5 or 6 hours of it, set it down, and we came back to it quite a bit later, and we got into it. We unlocked pretty much every operator, and we played very competitively for a while.
Whenever they came out.
Yeah, so that's a game that we enjoy quite a bit. We had a few guys that we were actually we wanted to pitch as new operators. One of them that we just came up with is a British gentleman that has a cane sword, and his whole thing is he gathers clues. So instead of fighting or going around,
he's useless in the fighting aspect.
He literally just has a magnifying glass and he's going, oh yes, I think I do see somebody over here.
But when he does come across people, though, he's super, super scared. He just gets so frightened that you have to run away.
He zips out. He's also a closet racist, so every time Rook or anybody is in the game, he just leaves. You're not able to play as him. He just goes, no, not today. And the limo pulls up and takes him off. Another one that we thought could be actually more realistic for pitching for this is someone we're very close with. You would start each round as kind of a flashback sequence. And no matter what happened, you would always lose your legs.
And you'd only get to go around the map on your hands. You pull yourself. And the thing is, you can't see him coming. Call him Nubs on the ground.
Nubs on the ground. He's got a knife and he's got some sharp teeth. And that's his whole play style. And he's relatively silent.
Got another one. There are any Game of Thrones fans out there. This one's called Oracle. They can see anybody on the map. They're in a wheelchair, though. But once you activate that power, you cannot move from where you are for the whole round.
But you can see anybody. You can see everything. You're like eye in the sky style. But you're like, I'm going now. and then you would just be the observer.
Where'd you go?
Also, you can get killed by, just regular weapons as Oracle. You can get killed by an EMP because you're on life support just because that's part of... Yeah, that's just how... It's to counterbalance everything. But the biggest nemesis of Oracle is actually stairs. So...
Yeah.
But yeah, big fan of Rainbow Six Siege. Looking forward to seeing what they're going to do. They also announced that they're going to be pushing the platform to next gen, which is awesome.
So I'm very pumped about.
Yeah, we can definitely just continue right through there. Any other games you're looking forward to? Do you think they're going to announce the next Assassin's Creed Ragnarok?
Well, maybe if it's already been leaked, they will. Or like they were going to, but it was leaking before that, or got leaked before that. I guess they would.
I think the big leak leading into E3 is they're doing a new Watch Dogs. It's called Watch Dogs Legion, and it looks like you're in London and you're recruiting a bunch of different people, and you get to play as anybody that you recruit. Yeah, is what they're saying, and it's something insane. Like every person has a voice. Like a voice actor and animations, custom animations, and all that stuff. And
we going Vikings this time for Assassin's Creed?
That's what they were saying, is they're teasing Vikings as the next Assassin's Creed. And honestly, after playing God of War, give me more Viking. I'll Norse mythology, throw it. Yeah, give me more. I love it. It's great.
I'm hopefully looking forward to Division 2. Anything Division 2. Like they talk about any expansions.
Further content.
Yes, further content. Yep. Like how much support they're going to be putting into Division 2. for the next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, we have yet to attempt the raid. We saw a lot of good people go down and quit, so we knew we weren't quite that level of man.
We're not ready
to take it on, so...
I've finished the first part of the game on World Tier. I think it's not even World Tier 1. It's like the just complete first story.
Vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I finished every tier.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm only about 3/4 of the way through the game. Yeah. I fell off. I picked up a few
other games.
Yeah, different games.
I think you jumped back on Assassin's Creed for a bit.
Yeah,
Origins.
I went back to Origins. I don't know what came over me. I was watching something on TV actually, and something came on about the pyramids, and I was like, I can run inside those. So
I'm gonna go do that.
I jumped on Assassin's Creed Origins, and I think that's what Assassin's Creed brings to the table. Is sometimes you're just craving a little different setting. And
did you start New Dawn yet?
They bring it to you. No, because I started Rage 2, and Rage 2 is, I would say, a better handling New Dawn.
Yeah.
Far Cry. He's talking about Far Cry New Dawn. For anybody who doesn't know, but no, I scooped that up on an Amazon special for $19.99. I'm not ashamed of doing it, but I will eventually play it. I was a huge fan of Far Cry 5. Like the sandbox again. It's a fun game.
Yeah.
Looking forward to hopefully seeing something new from Far Cry as well. I know they were doing the reskin of New Dawn, so they could kind of fund an additional game here. So I'm hoping we see something from that studio again.
I love that they're still supporting Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh yeah, we kind of lightly touched on this, but they're actually bringing it to next gen,
which is
and supposedly they're not going to be. The way they're doing it is it's going to be, if you already own the game, it's going to be a lesser charge than if you don't own the game and you're jumping in.
Okay.
But I'm curious to see how it rolls out, because everybody's saying this next gen is going to be much more like high-end PC versus, like a standard.
And I'm totally for throwing money at something that we have put so many hours into, and I want to support it, and I want them to do more things with it, so I will 100% throw money at them.
Oh, absolutely. If the upgrade pack is like $40, take my money.
Do it.
You know what I mean?
I want to keep playing the game.
Yeah. I mean, the U.S. government already does it, so go ahead. You can have it as well.
Government. I've worked for them before. You want to go to Square?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go Square Enix.
And we'll get straight into the most hype game coming into this E3. That's right. Dance.
That was on Ubisoft, dude. Just Dance 19.
Shit, I thought that was... Yeah. No. Okay. Rewind that, cut that, slide it over. Boom. We're
not going to. Keep it in there.
No, we won't put in... Hey, mistakes are like babies. I've never made one. And that's our first try quote. So.
And it's so good, so... You want to show I understand?
Yes, I do.
Cookies?
I do understand. Give me them cookies. Square Enix. Big one is Final Fantasy Remake. For episode 1, they're splitting it up into 3 parts. I don't think that's really necessary. Where do you come down on Final Fantasy? You a big fan?
I was actually... Oh, wait, Final Fantasy. Yes. Yeah, I did. Aren't they doing a remake this year? A remastering for 7?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They're splitting it into 3 parts.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Yeah. I did not jump on like real hard to Final Fantasy. I only played bits and pieces, and it got so jumbled that I was just like, I'm giving up on this game. That's just me, because I have the attention span of, I don't know, what?
Yeah, for me personally, I waited till I had a PlayStation 3 to play Final Fantasy, and I jumped into Final Fantasy Lightning Returns or whatever that one was, or I think it's either 12 or 13, and no. No, I don't like it. I'm sorry. I was living with a friend at that point. His name's Sam, and God, that game. We literally took turns just going like 5-hour stints, going like, all right, eventually it's got to get good because everybody loves Final Fantasy.
Nope.
Never got good.
Obviously, in our opinions, it's totally different. There's people that are still hardcore fans, and they'll probably love it.
Absolutely. I did go back and replay 7 and 10, and both 7 and 10 are much better games. Like much better games. You guys did sucker me again though, and I got 15. No.
Why'd I do it?
A bunch of bros on a road trip? No, it's not fun. It wasn't fun.
I never played that one. So
but yeah.
Again.
Anyway, it may have just hit me at the wrong time.
Yeah, that's true.
I may go back to it.
Square Enix is Was it?
It's Marvel Avengers. Is that what you're
That's
saying?
it.
Because that is that's
that's
actually what I was leading into. I was gonna do the old swapperoo with dance.
I'm horrible with segues. I just want everyone to know that.
Dance things, but no, friggin' Marvel's Adventures.
Marvel's Avengers.
That's what they're calling it. They're
Yeah.
calling it Marvel's Adventures. It's like, okay, you could have just said Avengers.
I'm really pumped for that.
I'm super excited. The news, or I say news, the clickbait articles on IGN are pointing to it being closer to like a Destiny-like.
I don't think you have to
Like
say
you
clickbait.
progress. You could just say IGN. I'm
They're
sorry.
just IGN.
Yeah, clickbait's kind of assumed. It's IGN.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Don't mind me. Just
you just closing out tabs.
cleaning up.
The article is saying it's going to be Destiny for the Avengers.
Which we threw a lot of hours into Destiny 1 and 2. Together.
An absurd amount of time
So
into
much.
one. Like an embarrassing amount of time into one. And then
yeah.
we were a little burned out when it came to 2, but we did play
So much of it.
way too much.
We bought every expansion, even though the second expansion did not meet any expectations that we had.
Yeah.
In the second one, we were just like, we have to keep doing it because we love this game. Let's support the game.
They got me again, too, because there's like, yo, we got this annual pass. We're going to be bringing new content, new seasons. Like, you're going to be chasing armor,
Yeah.
chasing gear, chasing guns. And I'm like, okay, I'm in. I like it.
Let's do it.
I'm going to do it. I love first-person shooters. I'm sold, you know what I mean? Like, I've already played 400 plus hours of this game. Let's just go. Let's go eat up another 1,000 hours real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
And we soured on it so quickly. So fast. We played, what, probably like a week of the annual?
Barely. Not even that.
Not even that? Yeah, okay. So we didn't even play all that much into we didn't even invest that much. But then the worst part is, I'm at home. I'm sitting down, you know, I'm getting my alerts on my phone, just letting me know what's happening in the gaming world. And I pop it open, and a little thing pops up, and it goes, Season of Opulence. And everybody knows now that that's their newest little expansion right now that just started. And that thing popped up, and I clicked on it twice, and I'm like, son of a gun, I'm getting back on. It's happening. Like, I'm getting the Xbox all hooked up. Let's sit down. 14 Red Bulls in front of me. We're just going to play until we catch up. Light levels, like, something ridiculously low. Nowhere near 700, which I think people are pumping for the raid that just came out here. But, man, it just gets me every time. I don't understand it. I don't know why I keep coming back, but
I think it's just that spark in our minds that just brought us to the game in the first place, made us happy, and that just the endorphins flowing again. You're just like, yeah, I want that happiness again.
give it to me.
And then you buy it and you're just like, what?
And just to reiterate, I've played the entirety of the campaign of that game, plus the first year worth of expansions.
We both did.
6 separate times. I purchased it again on PC to play it on PC, and I played it all again.
Better
I got
story than one.
right into the grind on it. So we've beaten that game to death.
Yeah.
I mean, we really have put in a lot of time into that game. So
I do still want to play it at times, but then that moment of just us playing multiplayer and getting people just having dual shotguns.
just thrashed. Yeah, and the meta constantly changing. If you're not tuning in every week, it feels like you're behind. Which is a bummer. But
I think we've reached the part that we don't want to talk about now. Nintendo.
Nintendo does what Nintendo don't.
See, I love Nintendo. Like, when they came out with the Switch, I was like, oh, this is innovative. This is new. It's really cool. You can take it wherever you go. So it is a console. I love how they had that all for them, and then all the, what was it, the 1-2 Switch game came out, and
Party tricks.
Yeah, it's all a party. And then, of course, Pokemon. I would play the Pokemon. You would not, because...
Yeah, I mean, I have a pretty checkered history with Pokemon. My mom was very religious at the time that Pokemon was at its height. And I had a cousin that was living with us at that point, and ended up bringing home a couple of Pokemon cards, and she tore them up, threw them in the trash can, and set them on fire. So Yeah, Pokemon was not accepted in our household, so I never fell in love with it like people did here. I did play the Game Boy games for a little bit, mostly on on trips and stuff like that, but never at home. I didn't want to be shunned. I did scoop up a Switch, and primarily it was because new Zelda, and
no,
big Zelda fan, love Zelda, huge fan. Didn't like Breath of the Wild.
No.
I don't know why. I love open world games. I play a ton of them. But this one did not strike my fancy, and I've tried several times picking it back up. And it just, for some reason, it just doesn't click with me. Not positive.
You play Octopath Traveler.
Yeah, did play a lot of Octopath Traveler. Octopath. That's one of the paths, if it accent path. So... The game's great. It's wonderful. Characters are kooky, real nutty writing, and it's really fun. I enjoy it quite a bit. It is one of those games where if we were just going somewhere for a couple days, I would just grab the Switch and play for a couple hours on the trip. And it's one of those games that you'll get out of it what you invest into it. So I enjoyed it quite a bit. I play a lot of Mario Kart with my girlfriend, and we do have Smash, as is the prerequisite for owning a Switch at this point. And we've had a few Smash nights.
We smash hard at nights.
Yeah, it's just constant smashing.
Oh, so hard.
Yeah,
Smash.
a lot of smashes, a lot of just very loud too. We crank it.
Smashing so hard.
Crank it through the life. Yeah,
Screaming, smashing.
Whenever anybody gets the hammer, it's throwing down time. You know what I mean?
Smashing hammers, dude.
Yeah, bunny ears.
You know
Come on, let's go. Yeah, but anyway, Super Smash Bros.
Love it.
It is what you think it's gonna be.
It's nostalgia. It's playing the old 64.
It's playing 64. It's playing GameCube. It's the same reason I still love Mario Kart. It's like picking up the 64 or the GameCube controller all over again. Freaking Double Dash. I'm a big Double Dash fan. Sorry, but no. Switch is really cool. I don't know what Nintendo's doing. It doesn't really matter. I'm sure Animal Crossing's coming out in the foreseeable future, and then Mario Maker I know is their other big.
I imagine they're probably going to be like older games that have already come out. They're gonna be like, oh, now that's coming to the Switch,
and now you can buy it on the Switch for the 18th time.
Yeah,
but pretty enjoyable thing. I have been playing My Time at Portia on the Switch, which anybody who plays My Time at Portia knows it's just basically a time management game, and there is something so satisfying about those games. But I think that's all we need to talk about My Time at Portia. That's probably already too much.
That's it.
But check it out. It's pretty great. That's all the.
That's about it.
That's all the people that we were talking about. Any other get hype moments? You think Google Stadia is coming in hot swinging?
No, I'm not trying to get too pumped for that because of what we talked about at work, and I want to wait to see. I don't want to build it in my head like I did Justice League, and then we just get in there and we're just like, what?
What is going on? But the trailers looked
beautiful.
It's gonna be an interesting year for streaming services too. So definitely an exciting E3 coming into this. You said Disney Plus? No, yeah, that's the streaming service I was talking about.
No, I mean Disney. They're pulling all the Marvel
Disney Plus.
They're pulling all the Marvel onto their streaming service, and they're gonna have, of course, their little shows with Bucky and new Captain America. Spoiler.
Wait, who's the new Captain America? Oh, it's definitely
Falcon, dude.
It's definitely Bucky, because that's Falcon. The logical choice.
It's Falcon.
Aardvark face?
Yeah, Aardvark. No, he's Mr. America Aardvark.
His face looks like an aardvark. Yeah, I mean, it's 100% aardvark face.
Wings don't help either.
Yeah. What? Anyway, that's our E3 breakdown. I hope that was helpful to you guys, and
hope you got a chuckle out of some of it.
Oh yeah, hope we at least provided some
This is how we entertainment talk all the time.
This is the
constant talk with us, just fucking around, smashing.
Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Skitmarks, our annual, our once a year podcast. All right, guys.
We're never gonna build a
fan base. It's a weekly podcast that we're hoping to.
Sorry,
it's just typed out. So
I'm sorry.
That's no big deal. But once again, thank you for tuning in for the Doggy Style Conundrum. Hopefully we answered all your questions.
Yes. Please come back. Please come back and listen to us.
I'm Nate, aka First Try, and this is
Joe. Cup of Joe.
All right. And
Thank
together
you.
we're Skitmarks!